Mr. Chair, may I confirm if Mr. Diskaya is still attesting to the truthfulness of the contents of his affidavit dated September 6, 2025, which he presented in the Senate and where he identified lawmakers and DPWH officials allegedly involved in the anomaly in flood control projects. Mr. Diskaya, ito po ba'y pinatotohanan niyo pa?
Yes po, Your Honor. Yung nakasulat po dito lahat.
Your narration of facts in your affidavit involves billions of pesos. Mr. Diskaya, significantly, under the law, if it is 50 million and below, the case is violation of Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. But if the case is more than 50 million, it constitutes violation of anti-plunder law. I want you to realize violation of anti-plunder law is punishable by life imprisonment and it is a no-bail offense. Which means if information will be filed by the Sandigan against you and your other co-accused during the entire period of hearing, kayo pong mag-asawa and the rest of the co-accused ay makukulong at mapapahiwalay sa inyong mga anak. Do you realize that? Mr. Chair, for the guidance of the resource person, I will repeat the question. Earlier, ang sabi po ni Mr. Diskaya, to this time ay pinatototohanan pa rin niya ang nilalaman ng kanyang sinumpaang salaysay. And I wish to remind him that that sinumpaang salaysay constitute an offense we call violation of anti-plunder law. Plunder, to distinguish the same from Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, Mr. Diskaya, is punishable by capital punishment, is a capital offense, punishable by life imprisonment, and is a no-bail offense. Which means, kung ang kaso po'y may isasampalaban sa inyong mag-asawa, kasama ang inyong mga co-accused, the entire period of hearing, kayo po'y nakakulong at mapapahiwalay po sa inyong mga anak. Yun po ba'y nare-realize nyo when you executed this sinumpaang salaysay? Mr. Diskaya?
Your Honor, tatanungin ko lang po ang legal counsel ko.
Mr. Chair, I don't understand that it seems that the resource person executed an affidavit without realizing the implications of the contents.
Please respond, Mr. Diskaya.
To simplify the question, Mr. Diskaya, nauunawaan niyo po ba ang repercussion, ang epekto, ang implication, ang consequence ng salaysay na inyong isinagawa sa inyong buhay, pamilya?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand as well that in this affidavit, Mr. Diskaya, kayo po'y umamin na? Do you understand that? You already made an admission about the commission of the case of plunder with your affidavit.
No, Your Honor.
But you were the one narrating.
Kasi, Your Honor, ano po ito, pinilit lang po kami, Your Honor. Pinilit lang po.
That is for you to prove. But in as far as this committee is concerned, including the members, when we go over your sinumpaang salaysay, to me it appears you are admitting already to the case of plunder. And the worst thing, Mr. Diskaya, among the lawmakers and the DPWH officials whom you identified, all of them denied. Do you understand the implication of this?
I asked the lawyer, attorney.
Yes, please.
Your Honor, yes po.
You understand. Okay. So,
Sorry, before proceeding, Congresswoman Luistro, ano yung context ng sinabi niyong pinilit lang po kayo?
Nandito po sa aking salaysay na ayaw po naming magbigay.
Okay, alright. Naintindihan ko na.
Kaya lang po.
Hindi ho kayo pinilit isulat itong affidavit.
Hindi po.
Okay, alright. Thank you.
okay, so, naiintindihan mo ang implication, consequences ng affidavit mo. Hindi ka ba natatakot makulong?
Natatakot, Your Honor.
Hindi ka ba natatakot makulong ang asawa mo?
Natatakot, Your Honor.
Hindi ka ba natatakot na mapalayo kayong mag-asawa sa inyong mga anak?
Natatakot, Your Honor.
Then why?
Kaya po
Why
nam-
did you execute this affidavit?
Your Honor, mas natatakot po kasi kami sa buhay namin ngayon dahil kinukuyog na po kami ng taong bayan. Kaya po, nag-execute po kami ng affidavit na ito dahil 120 million Filipinos po ang parang gusto kaming patayin at kami na rin po ang pinag-uusapan sa mga misa ng simbahan. Opo, kaya po napilitan po ako, sa totoo lang po, napilitan lang po akong yung mga kamag-anak ko na gusto na nilang magsalita sapagkat po lumalabas na parang ang sama-sama po namin. Parang gusto kaming patayin ng buong 120 million na Pilipino. Kaya ngayon po, naisip po ng misis ko at ako po na mas mabuti pong yung mga pinangalanan na lang po namin dito ang maging kaaway namin at yun na lang po, alam namin po na ito lang po ang papatay sa amin, itong mga taong ito. Hindi po yung 120 Pilipino na gusto kaming katayin. At yung nangyayari po sa amin dito ngayon ay parang nakakahiya. Para kaming magnanakaw, samantalang hindi naman po kami nagnakaw. Napilitan lang po kaming gawin ang bagay na ito sapagkat mutual terminate nila ang mga project namin. Hindi kami pinasisingil. Road ride of way ang nangyayari po. Kaya po kami po ay isinigaw na lang po namin ito kasi namili po kami. Alam po namin na may dangal po kaming mamamatay kaysa naman patayin po kami ng buong Pilipino sa Pilipinas. Na kahit saan po kami magpunta sa dulo ng Mindanao, Luzon at Visayas ay parang kaaway po namin lahat ng mga Pilipino. Samantala ngayon po, natatakot po kami sa buhay namin. Alam namin kung sino lang ang kaaway namin. Yung mga pinangalanan po namin dito, ito na lang po ang alam namin kaaway. Hindi po 120 million Pilipino po ang kaaway namin. Wala na pong iba pang sisigaw ng mga kontraktor sa buong Pilipinas. Dahil una matatakot na sila kung ano po ang mangyayari sa akin. Kasi ang mangyayari po, parang nagbibigay po tayo ng hudyat sa iba't ibang pang mga contractor na, hoy, tinaw nyo, ang nangyayari kay Curly at saka kay Sarah, tutulad ba kayo dyan para mag-star witness? Hindi na sila sisigaw, parang nagbibigay po tayo ng anyaya sa lahat ng mga tao na ang maging star witness.
Mr. Chair, if I may interrupt our resource person, I wish to believe that you are not yet a witness, much less a state witness. And that reminds me as well of paragraph 33 of your affidavit. Who gave you the idea about state witness?
Bali, ano po, ito po ay sinubukan po namin sapagkat kami po ang
Please respond to the question, Mr. Diskaya.
ano po, tinanong ko rin po sa mga lawyers din po namin.
What do you understand about becoming a state witness? Who decides for you to become a state witness?
Ang ano po, presidente po at saka yung Senate po.
I don't
DOJ,
think so,
DOJ
Mr.
po.
Diskaya.
Mr. Chair,
Becoming
may
a
I
state
interject?
witness is a decision that comes from the court and not from you. And there are requirements that we have to consider. If I may share this to the public, under the rules of court, to become a state witness, number one, the testimony must be, there must be an absolute necessity for the testimony. Number two, it can be corroborated. Number three, no other direct evidence. Number four, no previous conviction. And number five, the accused must appear as not the most guilty. Do you think with these requirements, the court will approve your application to become a state witness?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Do you appear as not most guilty?
Yes po, Your Honor.
But you have to realize nonetheless, Mr. Diskaya, it is not you who decide. It is the court who decides whether you will be admitted or not as a state witness. And if you are not admitted as state witness, definitely then you will be one of the co-accused. And with your admission that you made already in the Senate and before this committee, I think the offense of plunder is already established. That is why I wish to go back to the question. What made you decide to execute this affidavit, considering the very complicated consequences of your admission?
Your Honor, I asked my counsel muna.
Yes, please.
Your Honor, nasabi ko na po yung mensahe ng sinabi ko po kanina.
So it's because mas pinipili mo na makulong kesa sa magalit at mapatay ka ng mga taong nagagalit sa'yo. Do you confirm that, Mr. Diskaya?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. May I be clarified first? Ano ho bang period of time or taon ang tinutukoy nyo when you executed this affidavit?
Actually, ito pong affidavit ko na ito po ay related po sa programa po ni PBBM sa mga ghost project po. Kaya ko po ito...
So if you are referring to the current administration, then this must be 2022 up to 2024 project, Mr. Diskaya. Tama ba yun?
Yes po, Honor.
Okay. Okay. So kaya mo natapos ang project is because nakipagkasundo ka sa mga taong pinangalanan mo sa affidavit mo?
Hindi po ako nakipagkasundo, Your Honor. Napilitan lang po kami, Your Honor. Hindi po kami nakipagkasundo kasi ayaw po namin magbayad. Sa totoo lang, masarap po ang buhay namin. Mas malaki sana ang kikitain pa namin kung hindi po kami magbabayad. Ayaw po namin.
Napilitan ka na makipagkasundo. Would that work for you?
Yes. Wala po kami magawa, Your Honor.
Okay.
Hindi po kami nakipagkasundo pala, Your Honor. Napilitan lang talaga.
Nevertheless, you were able to collect the payment for the contracts because you wish to believe dahil nag-submit ka dun sa mga requirement nila.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. Tama bang sabihin na sa affidavit mo, you would like to implicate the lawmakers and the DPWH officials kung bakit nakakapag-implement ka ng project at nakakasingil ka? They are part of your business.
Hindi po siya part ng aming business.
Operation at least.
Hindi rin po, Your Honor.
So how do you consider that?
Your Honor, talagang, ano lang po, talagang pag nanalo na po kami sa bidding, public bidding po kasi yan, doon na po sila dumarating.
Okay. So, what is clear, Mr. Diskaya? Hindi ka makakasingil kung wala sila. Do you agree to that?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Of course, because that is the content of your affidavit. Tama ba?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Kung wala sila, hindi ka makakasingil. Tama din ba yon?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Binaligtad lang natin yon, ha? Ibig sabihin, para makasingil ka, dapat nandiyan sila. Tama?
Tama, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, I wish to show you a graph of the revenue which you earned during your past operations. Secretariat, please. There. Sabi mo, yung affidavit mo pertains to the current administration. So that is the second half of 2022 until 2023, at least for those that are shown in the graph. But if you will notice, Mr. Diskaya, yung revenue mo nag-spike 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and even the first half of 2022. This only shows, Mr. Diskaya, that the revenue that you are generating during the former administration, 2016 to 2022, is bigger than the revenue that you are generating under the current administration. How can you explain this?
Your Honor, wala naman pong nanghihingi sa amin, kaya mapapansin niyo po, ang nakalista lang po dito ay during ito lang po, sa 2022 lang po. Dahil ang naging topic lang naman po dito is about sa unprogrammed flood control projects po. Kaya related lang po ito sa mga unprogrammed na related projects lang po.
Can you repeat your answer, Mr. Diskaya? During the previous administration?
Your Honor, wala naman pong ganyan po nung past 3 administration po. Bali, ano lang po, ito po kasing unprogram lang naman po ang napag-usapan po na kung bakit ito po ang 2022 po ang ating isinama po dito.
Are you saying na yung pagbibigay mo ng pera sa DPWH at sa mga lawmakers happened only during the current administration and did not happen during the previous administration?
Wala pong ganun pong nangihingi sa amin, hindi pa po. Wala po, pero nilalabanan po namin sa tunay na bidding po, nagpapadyaryo po kami.
Of course, you know how hard it is to participate in the bidding, Mr. Diskaya. And it is impossible, improbable, if not impossible, that the reason why you generated bigger revenue from 2016 to 2022 is because what you experienced under the current administration did not happen during the previous administration, Mr. Diskaya. Mr. Diskaya, kindly continue explaining anong meron sa current administration compared to the past administration kung bakit, sabi mo, walang nanghihingi during the past administration. Your reason is, nagpapadyaryo ka noon.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, please.
quick interjection lang, Mr. Chair.
Yes, please proceed. DS.
Siguro we have to put it on record that some of the Kongs that were mentioned were not part of the 19th Congress.
Para po yung...
Mr. Diskaya,
Opo.
if I may interrupt, I will simplify the question.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Would you like to say na sa current administration may nanghihingi, pero sa past administration walang nanghihingi?
Your Honor, meron din naman po na may nanghihingi po. Pero hindi ganun kahigpit po. For example po, hindi uso ang 3-strike policy po noon. Na pag naka-disqualified po ang contractor na 3 ulit, mabablacklist na.
Alright. With your admission na may nanghihingi din po, question, bakit hindi mo sinama doon sa affidavit mo?
Your Honor, ano po yun? Hindi naman po naging successful yun. Kaya hindi ko na po...
Nonetheless, may nanghingi pa rin. It's you who admitted. May nanghihingi din po during the past. You know why I'm asking you this line of questions? Because there is a principle in the law of evidence, falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus. False in one testimony is false in all testimonies. Bakit parang nagkaroon ka ng selective amnesia, Mr. Diskaya? Would you like us to believe na may nanghihingi during the current administration tapos walang nanghihingi during the past administration? How would you even explain na during the past administration, top 1 contractor ka from PCIG data and yet you are claiming walang nanghihingi unlike during the current administration? What I wish to point out, Mr. Diskaya, your affidavit is full of inconsistencies and lies.
Your Honor, ang affidavit po na ito ay tungkol lang po sa pagsuporta po namin kay PBBM po. Kasi po, ang kanya pong finalash po sa TV nung nakaraan po ay report po tungkol sa mga unprograms po na project. Kaya dito lang po ang salaysay ko hanggang...
Okay, then let me ask you, if you are saving your statement by claiming that you are pertaining only to what the President discovered as anomalous projects during his administration, let me ask you, sino yung mga nanghihingi during the past administration?
Your Honor, ano lang po, Your Honor, nung mga panahon po kasi na yun, kadalasan po, iba po, mga retired na po, mga wala na po dito sa
Yes.
DPWs. Kadalasan
But
po,
can
mga
you
taga-DPWs lang po.
Can you please identify the names with the same courage that you have when you name these lawmakers and DPWH officials in your affidavit?
Your Honor, for example po, si D.E. Art Pascual po dati. Kaya lang patay na po
Who
siya.
is
kawawa naman
D.R.
po.
Pascual?
Opo, D.E. Art Pascual. Siya po ang bago po siya namatay noon, ay pinablacklist niya po kami dahil nag-negative slippage. So siya po ang talagang tunay na nanghihingi sa amin.
Huwag ka
So hindi po
magbanggit
kami...
ng pangalan ng patay na. Bakit pangalan ng patay yung binabanggit mo? Hindi makakasagot sa'yo.
Oho. Yung iba po kasi sa...
Ganito na lang ho, kaigsi yung pasensya ng komite na ito. Bago ho tayo umabot sa punto na walang uwian. So, seryosohin po natin yung pagsagot. Hindi ho namin tatanggapin yung mga ganyan po. Nagtatanong ng pangalan ng patay. Hindi nyo na rinespeto yung tao.
Your Honor, okay lang po ba yung data po, kasi wala pa sa akin yung iba pang mga
Bigay ka
data.
ng bakit papel ang hinahanap? Yung laman ng utak mo hinahanap. Sino yung humingi ng pera? Mula sa nagdaang gobyerno.
Opo.
Hindi mo kailangan ng papel para doon.
Opo. Dati po sa bandang Region 4A po noon, mga regional director naman
O
po
kaya
noon.
magbigay ka ng
araw.
pangalan.
Po. Bali, ano po, nakalimutan ko na yung pangalan.
Magbigay
Kasi
ka
tagal
ng
na po.
pangalan.
Si, basta RD po dati yun ng, ng Region 4A po dati noon. Opo.
Huwag ka na kayo magkamayan.
Director Samson Hebra po dati nung araw. Opo.
Buhay pa ba yun? Buhay pa ba yun? Yung mga taga DPWH, buhay pa po ba yun? O sige, pakiulit yung pangalan.
Director Samson Hebra po.
Humihingi ng pera sa inyo.
May inuutusan lang po siya na kailangan ay magbigay po at may pinakukuha. Pero hindi po kami pumayag.
Magkano yung hinihingi?
Ano po, bali, ano po, parang nasa ano po yata yun, parang 10%.
Para kanino?
Para daw sa, basta may ayaw po niya, basta taas lang. Yan lang po
Ano na
sinasabi.
naman yung taas? Ano na naman? Baka yung taas, magtututuro ka na naman kung sino-sino.
Wala po.
Sino yung taas?
Wala pong binanggit sa akin ng mga politiko, basta taas lang.
Congressman Luisito, please proceed.